Awfully long. So I'm Bullhorn Betty. I cover true crime, and we covered the case of Emmanuel Haro extensively. And one of the things that my audience noticed right off the bat was the mother's black eye and did not believe that she was being very truthful about what had happened. So I can't remember the specific dates, but this earlier this year, we had a child go missing. And the story that was told was that this child, the mother was at her stepson's game. He needed a mouth guard, and she had to head to the Big Five sporting goods store to get this mouth guard. And when she got there, she realized her son, Emmanuel Haro, had a dirty diaper and decided to go ahead and change him before she went into the store. And when she set him down to change his diaper, somebody came up behind her, said "Hola," and knocked her unconscious. A very horrific story that was portrayed. And when she came to, her child was missing. Many people heard this story, jumped into action, printed flyers, came out there, tried to learn of this case. We ran this case, all hands on deck. And my audience started telling me literally the day I was running the first show that the black eye is not new. It didn't just happen. And that was kind of the very first of many cracks that we believed where Rebecca Haro's story was not being truthful. Good evening, Melanie. It's nice to see you. Eeyore Blue, Denise, Mama Bear, Amelia, Deanna. It's nice to see you. Crystal, good evening. The Resin Mama, it's nice to see you. Be Betty fan. Good evening, guys. So this is a very interesting case, to say the least. There was a manhunt that was underway. There was a huge public effort as well. A huge public effort. And that public effort disseminated a lot of information that we weren't getting. Again, we were missing a 7-month-old baby. It was an all hands on deck type of situation, and nobody told anybody to stop, up until like the first press conference where people were there, and they were pretty rude to social media. And it's like, wait a minute, we started out in this case where this boy was abducted, violently. It was all hands on deck. The family was calling for everybody to search everywhere. People came out in the droves to help. Law enforcement never told them to stop the efforts. Law enforcement didn't tell them that, this is a homicide investigation. So people kept searching, and they started getting frustrated that people were searching even though nobody had told them to stop. Emmanuel has never been found. During this court hearing, Jake didn't engage, really. I didn't really see any tears. I didn't see really any emotion. I just saw a man that hung his head down as if, he knows his life is over. And it should be. I mean, how many more children's lives is he going to have to ruin before he is held accountable for his actions? But in the grand scheme of things, it was a great day. The sentencing was 25 years to life for the crimes. Now, there were some other crimes that he was charged with and found guilty of. Hey, Bookworm, Big Mac Mike, dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. It's nice to see you. B. Betty, I don't know if I said hi to you. Deanna, JH, just my girls. OG, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. So, good day. I'm still watching it on Court TV, the reruns of it. He was sentenced to 25 years to life, like 6 years for something else. I know he had those gun charges and the violation of probation from the previous case. with his daughter that he maimed, that's using 3% of her brain, that's confined to a wheelchair, that should have already been deceased. But by the grace of God, she's still thriving very, very, very well. It's just very heartbreaking to see the repercussions of it. This is not even child abuse, this is baby abuse. This is something much, much, much different. This, in my opinion, is a control thing. Like, it takes a real sick SOB. Sorry, it's getting a little cold. It takes a serious SOB to hurt a baby. A flippin' baby. A defenseless little baby. Hi, y'all. I need prayers for my thyroid and my esophageal dysphagia. I have an appointment Wednesday at 3 p.m. Yeah, I pray. I definitely pray for you. I was talking to my best friend. I didn't go over to her house on Friday. Or excuse me, Saturday. Saturday is our play date. Delilah's been now the air conditioning shuts off. Okay. On Saturday, and so Delilah's out front just going around and around and around. Well, she was showing me she had this like lump, kind of right here, and I was worried that it might be, I kept saying gallbladder, but it wasn't gallbladder. I meant to say thyroid. And come to find out it's an abscess. And she just got out of the doctor today, and it's an abscess that the doctor gave her like antibiotics and stuff, and is making her come back tomorrow. It's like, if this is not down tomorrow, she's got to go into the hospital, into the emergency room. So I'm starting to get a little worried. Pebbles, it's nice to see you. Leslie, Mike, hello, hello, hello. So if you guys are just coming in, this is not going to be a long live at all. I didn't get a chance to go live again today, and while I was here, I've been watching court TV, which is what I usually do. I have it in the background most days. And Jake Haro is in court right now, and he's being sentenced. I forgot today was his sentencing day. And so I come onto the phone, and I go to Justin for All, Clutch Them Pearls, and he's running this live, and so I'm in his chat watching this, and Jake Haro, among other charges, but I don't really care about the other charges. I only care about the main charge. 25 years to life. 25 years to life. This is, I'm very pleased. I wish they would have charged him appropriately in the first case. If they would have charged him appropriately in the first case, this case would not exist. And moreover, this is another, almost a repeat of Kata Scott. Because had law enforcement, actually not law enforcement, had the DA done their job, Keon King would have been behind bars, not out to hurt Kata. This is happening all too often, and I'm not trying to get on a political bandwagon, but I am going to. I'm just not trying to. But the problem is we're putting too many bad guys back out on the streets. Those bad guys are wreaking havoc in our communities. And at one point or another, it's going to end up knocking on our door. That means somebody in this chat, we're going to know, that is going, like we've met people, that come to the show because they needed help, and they've stuck around long after that help came and went, but at the end of the day, anyways, you guys get what I'm trying to say. When a dribble of spit drool in your throat and just cough, well, it feels like apple down my throat. Literally, I can't breathe in. Feels like, oh, good gracious. Well, hopefully, make sure you're breathing. I mean, good gracious. I would probably sleep in a recliner. I'm not sure if I would go to bed, like lay on my back. Honestly, I really don't think that's a good idea if it's that bad. As a matter of fact, if it's getting to the point where it's hard for you to breathe, I would go to the hospital. I wouldn't wait for that appointment. I really wouldn't wait for that appointment if it's hard to breathe. I'm just saying. Do what you will, but anyways, so what we've learned tonight is Jake Haro, 25 years to life. Oh, they're moving him into the correctional facility almost immediately, so he's gone. They were talking about something else. Let me see what they're talking about now. She's like, it sounds like they're trying to object to the housing until after all the court proceedings are done. It sounds like. So it sounds like they're attempting to try to keep him in, and I think they're worried about Jen Pop. I mean, he unalived a baby, a 7-month-old baby. Um, my understanding, I always wonder if it's hype or something, but it's my understanding that it's really rough in prison when you do. So, what about Book of E? What about Rebecca? Rebecca's fighting the charges. Okay. The last time we heard, now you might want to do your own research for the specificity, but the last hearing she had, she asked them to extend a certain hearing. I think it's the preliminary hearing until after January. They're trying to exchange some discovery. I think she's either going to try to get a plea deal, or she might end up pleading guilty depending on what's there. I think they're just trying to see, because I was really surprised that Jake, pled guilty so quickly. So throughout the process, when they laid out the evidence before him and his attorney, they had to have known that it was really bad. And their choices were to bring this to the public, or just accept it for what it is and know that this is there's not going to be any favors. He had favors, right? He got a sweetheart deal the first go round. There's none. Okay, I think that they probably told him that, and in an effort to try to save Rebecca, I think he did this because now he's taking responsibility, and all the and everything that I've understood. He was the one that did this. But I also understand, now just bear with me here. We don't know what the dynamic were in that house. I'd have to believe that she knew something wasn't right with her baby. But if we were to apply promise, faith, and the story we know to be true with that, Jake abused the child when Vanessa wasn't there. So there's always that thing in the back of my head. Did Rebecca really know? I think she would have had to know that her child wasn't right. I mean, there's a clear facial disfiguration here. She had to have known something. But we do have to apply some of what we've learned previously. And what we learned is that a lot of his abuse, especially with Promise Faith, was done when Vanessa was not home. And it makes me wonder, is that the case here as well? But we'll never know. We'll never get this beautiful baby. I've come to acceptance that we'll never know where, unless Rebecca takes this to court. I think that would be the only time we would have any type of look under the hood of where law enforcement believes this child is. Oh, thank you for the floating heart, Lady for Justice. I appreciate that. I hope everybody had a great Monday. Monday for me today was it was pretty crazy, but not crazy. My day started out late, and so I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done. I don't feel like I got a whole lot done today, but I know I did. I did a lot of research, I did a lot of studying, I did a lot of, looking into the political environment. I'm trying to start getting an idea of where I need to go, what I need to do. Just my girls, it's nice to see you. She's not blind. She was there to see what was happening. Yeah, I believe she was to an extent. But there is some abuse that was done a lot of the times without people being around. And I think for whatever reason, Jake enjoyed doing it. I don't know if he just hated kids like babies or not, but he liked, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. But I'm interested in finding out what happened. Now, if Rebecca puts up a fight, which it sounds like she's going to, because she probably doesn't think that she did anything wrong or that she had a choice. She doesn't think, and I mean, or she does, but she's going to try to play, the battered wife card, which she does have it. I mean, in all fairness, she earned that. I mean, without a doubt, we all know she was a battered wife. She had two black eyes for everything that's holy. Okay, this man used her as a punching bag, used her kid as a punching bag. It makes me wonder, what kind of abuse their older daughter went through. Because Jake is just a disgusting human being, and I don't trust him. And it's surprising that he does have a daughter that appears, at least on the outside, as normal. But we know his history, and we know that little girl had to have been abused as well. Um, to what extent? And where is she? Who has her? I don't foresee. I have a funny feeling Rebecca's fate is probably going to be about the same as Jake's. I don't. I think people are starting to get the notion that we're kind of tired of people being able to keep hurting people and keep hurting people and keep hurting people, and our system just keeps letting them out to hurt more people. I mean, hey, Tangled Cords. Okay, well, good news. Jake finally was sentenced today. He got 25 years to life for the homicide of his 7-month-old son, Emmanuel Haro. So we're very thankful. I'm not planning on being on here very long. I was on Justin for All. We don't really have any updates on any case right now. We went over Melody, and I can't really cover. I mean, Melody, we're not getting any new information from law enforcement. Um, you know, everybody's looking for this child, which I understand, but I feel like this lady is going through stuff she should not be going through. I'm just going to feel the way I feel about the story. Kata Scott, not a whole lot going there. Keon King is in jail. He's been charged with it sounds like everything that he's going to be charged with. So, but this week's been a great week, though. I mean, already starting out. Look at all the stuff we're starting out this week with. We have charges in Michael Monkey Vaughn's case, like hallelujah, right? That I didn't know if we were ever going to see the charges. So we knew who the suspects were because they were identified. But just getting the state attorney to take the case, and make the arrest. I mean, I honestly didn't. No, I don't think she's pregnant. She might be though. I mean, I don't know, Mama Bear. I really don't. I just, for whatever reason, I don't believe so. But they like making babies and they like destroying kids' lives. I don't know what to say. I don't, these people are horrible people. I hope she's not pregnant. I feel bad for her little girl, because it's like, where does the little girl go? Who gets the little girl? It's just sad. The whole story. No, No good news whatsoever. No good news whatsoever. So, and we don't really have a whole lot going on in. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. A pumpkin latte, because you love me a latte, because I'm a love machine. Yeah, I'm a love machine. Filling up my lattes, my lattes. Having homemade Vera tacos with consom. I don't know how to pronunciate some of that stuff. I'm so sorry, Denise. Consum. I think those tacos aren't there because I've heard that name before. My best friend told me about that, and I can't remember, but it's some way of specially making the meat. How can someone? I don't know, Allie. And not only that, but the pictures of this baby. We saw him whenever he was before he was disfigured. He's precious. I mean, even when he was disfigured. There was a time when he was just laying on this blanket, and I was watching Strategic Eyes, and he was like, this child's gone. Like, there's nothing there. And, you look at the picture of that child, and there's nothing there. Oh, thank you, Deanna. Sent me a Sunday, because I'm a love machine, and I'm sweet as a Sunday. And I'm sweet as a Sunday. All right. Well, apparently, Melody's getting involved too. She's sending me the disco ball. Hey. Right? Isn't that what they used to do? Point and point and point up, point side, point up, point side. Maybe we need to do an exercise group. a disco exercise group. Oh, good gracious! Would we be getting kicked off? We'd get the boot. Oh, thank you for the disco ball. Thank you for the high five back at you, Mallory. It's nice to see you. Oh, good gracious. You guys crack me up. I swear you guys crack me up. Because I'm a love machine. For all of you guys that are just coming in, first of all, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And I think when this is over, you guys can hype it. You have to scroll over, like where you do the comments. You got to scroll over once. And I think one is hype and the next one is the live comments thingy. Because we used to have 2 little dots there, and now we have 3. And one of those is the hype. So if you're going down there in the comments, just scroll the comments over. If you didn't know you can move them over, you can move them over, and you can actually see what's going on in our lives if you really wanted. If you wanted to be that nosy. I would just say just show up with the lives going on instead of watching our conversation after the fact. But if you have to be nosy, yes, you can find the live comments over there. Honestly, Becky says she's number 35. Thank you. Big loves and hugs to you. So great day. And like I said, this has been actually a pretty good week because we started out not just a few days ago finding out that Stacy Wandra is being charged with first-degree homicide in Michael Monkey Vaughn's case. This case was about a 5-year-old little boy that disappeared from his home and from Fruitland, Idaho, and hadn't been seen. We learned a little while after that it was 4 people that appeared to be the suspects of the case, and then we roll into hearing that we were kind of really upset with Jake Haro because it's like, he just woke up one day and decided to plead guilty, and we were thinking we were going to get a trial, and then we're like, what's going on? Is he getting a plea deal? And so today, hearing that he gets 25 years to life, to me just feels like it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's a really good day. So anyways, again, I'm not going to take you guys too much time. I just thought I'd share this information in case you guys weren't on Justin For All's channel and didn't see it live. I'd come here and give you guys an update on where we are with this case. So Great day. It's already turning out. I think we really need to capitalize on some of this good juju, because it's been an awesome week as far as justice is concerned, bringing down that that proverbial hand of justice, and seeing it happen in Emmanuel's case, and seeing the fruits of everybody's labor getting wrapped up in the Michael Monkey Vaughn case. So if we can just keep this momentum, if we could just have I guess beggars can't be choosers, but if we could just have one more, like a trifecta, like maybe Summer Wells or Sebastian Rogers, right? If we can just have the trifecta, how amazing would it be going into the holiday season? Anyways, which reminds me, I gotta start getting everything out, start testing everything, because we're going into the holiday season. I've checked out for the last 2 holidays. I didn't feel like decorating, obviously, in 2023. I didn't feel like decorating in 2024, and here it is, 2025. So it's like, are we gonna decorate this year? And I feel like I'm gonna be a little more of the holiday spirit. So I actually think I might even put lights up on the house. It's been a few years since I put lights up on the house, but every year I've had lights up on the house. My ex-husband did it. It was while we were married. Okay, we haven't been married since like 2020. Okay, so I just want to let you know how long it's been since we've had lights up on the house. So that means I'm going to end up having to get the ladder up and go up and pray to God I don't break my damn neck. I'm telling you, if I break my neck, you guys better come see me in the hospital. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys better come see me in the hospital. Delilah will spot me. she'll hold the ladder to make sure I don't fall. I'm glad I don't do any holiday period. Well, you know what? I don't. And I try to justify it, but in all fairness, what else? What else do I have to do, right? I can sit here and be a bah humbugger and get my happy ass out of this freaking house and put some freaking string lights up around the damn roof. If I can't even do that for myself, good gracious. Good gracious. And not only that, she deserves some lights. See, we want to have a winter wonderland. I want Mommy to have a winter wonderland. Deck the house with bells of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Quit biting my nails because it hurts. La la la. She's such a goofball. She's as goofy as me. Yeah, I'm as goofy as my mommy. All we do is goof off here. I'm as goofy as my mommy. My mommy's a goofbot. She's a goofy. Ain't that no fake? All right. I've had enough fun time. All right, guys. Great news. Good news. Good news. Good news. Now what happens? What is Rebecca going to do? We'll find out in January. Is she going to finally just say, hey, she knows she's responsible. She ain't getting away with it. Remember, he got 25 to life on second degree. They didn't charge him with the first degree, which we all thought they were going to do because they knew where, Emmanuel is. Here we are all this time later and still have no Emmanuel. For all the good-hearted people still out there in Yucaipa looking for this child, God bless you. Keep looking. He's got to be out there somewhere. Or law enforcement. I don't understand. If they think he's in the garbage can, why can't they let that out? Why can't they let us know? I just want to know where they think he is, Anyways, we'll chat soon. Rock it out till tomorrow morning. We'll be here talking about something. Might be cooking. Might be standing on my head. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. I might show up in him. I don't know. reindeer suit. Ooh, I got antlers. I got antlers for the car. I got antlers for the car and a big old red nose. I'm turning the car into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what I'm doing this year. Just saying. Anyways. See ya. Wouldn't want to be